Alright, I gotta admit, this toy does look great, but emphasis on the word looks. It handles pretty horribly. I've never come so close to hurling a toy at the wall or taking a hammer to it. This one really tested me. This is obviously a highly stylized Waspinator, and its name is Hurricane, and it was developed by Trojan Horse. The people at Trojan Horse had a really cool concept in mind, but the execution left so much to be desired, and this is the perfect place for the Jurassic Park could-should meme. Cue Jeff Goldblum. I mean, I really wanted to like this, I really did, but the transformation is so atrocious I found myself wishing ill on the designer. I mean, nothing too bad, but something along the lines of him taking a dump in his pants at work. I mean, it's not going to mess up his life, but he's going to have a pretty bad day. Something like that. But anyway, let's get on with the review.
Okay, having said all of that, we can still compartmentalize our hate, well, my hate at least, and we could admire the toy for what it is, and we can actually take a look at this box. Dude, look at this artwork, dude. Amazing, right? And dude, look how professional this looks. And I should have known when this company was called Trojan Horse that this box was actually going to be a Trojan Horse, because looking at the box and seeing the toy and all of that is what, dude, I mean, dude, look at all of this, dude. It looks so professional, Most fourth parties, whatever, don't have this type of stuff. And dude, it looks mega professional, and that's what drew me to it. When I saw it on TF Safari, I was like, "This looks nice," and that's what prompted me to ask them for it. They didn't force this on me, I was like, "Yo, let me get this," and they hooked it up. So I appreciate them for that. But yeah, so this is truly the Trojan horse, if anything. And actually, let me show you the inside too. Normally, I wouldn't spend so much time on a box, but like, dude, it's all like silver on the inside. And then when I got this, I was like, wow. I was like, this looks good. The artwork looks good. Oh, you can see that I removed the hands just to make the transformation easier. And then, yeah, you got these accessories over there. I was like, whoa, I'm excited. I'm excited. And I started opening this. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And I started looking through and I was like, oh my Lord, what have I gotten myself into? It's like that bad feeling that you get. You go out with one of your friends and then you kind of know that friend does like, I don't know, he's into like mischievous stuff, and then the evening starts going kind of sideways, and you're like, wait a minute, why'd I come out with this guy? Why'd I come out with this friend? Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? It's kind of like that. As I started going I was like, dude, what am I doing? Why did I force this upon myself? But for what it's worth, when you just look at this, especially from afar, you're going to be like, that's incredible. I can't believe that thing turns into this thing. And if you just like look at them in a vacuum and compartmentalize that the transformation sequence from this to this is horrendous, you're going to be like, this is a work of art. This is a work of art. And I would agree with you to that extent. But if you actually get your hands on this and you actually try to transform this, you're going to be like, this is designed by AI. This is designed by like some type of like robot meant for another robot to figure out, because everything just has to be like space perfect. And this is the best I could get it. You can see that like not all the seams are here and have been plugged in. This is honestly the best I could get it. But without further ado, we are going to transform this right now, and we'll see if I take a hammer to it at the end. Alrighty, if you're wondering why we're starting in alt mode, well, it's because it came packaged in bot mode. It looked like pretty much like this, but I told myself I'm never going to subject myself to another transformation sequence with this other than turning it back into bot mode, and so that's why we are starting in alt mode. Okay, so to assist me, we have that piece of paper. We also have the instructions, but a lot of it is just going to be trying to put back stuff and stuff and stuff. What it's worth, the quality of the materials feels pretty decent, you know what I mean? And the paint, like look at that, dude. This is nice. It's nice, it's quite nice. It's just that the transformation really suffers, and I'm trying to do this by memory completely, to be completely honest, because looking at the instructions and trying to go backward is not particularly like helpful. So I know this bit has to go up. I don't know if this bit spins around and stuff like that, but we will find out later. The biggest challenge is this part, getting everything to, and I have a variety of spudgers here at my avail. It's this might be too big, but it's like getting these bits, and I may just have to like pop this off. This is on a ball joint. You know what? If it pops off, it pops off. But these doors are really pesky. This side panel, all of these flaps, like for this section, they're just really annoying, and getting everything to sit in place is a nightmare. So I'm hoping that just by like loosening everything up, I'll be able to And this part, by the way, it's kind of cool. It folds out later on. There are a lot of nice things about this, you know, but the transformation is just epically horrid. Horrid. And so this video, you're not going to get like a clean transformation. There are a ton of other folks out there who have done this. Deluxe Baldwin, Bobby Skullface, a variety of individuals. Go watch one of their reviews to see the proper transformation. This is just me fuddling, and getting old and yelling at the wind and stuff and shaking my fist. But yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. I mean, like, you can even see that there's like some die cast parts in there. And again, I think what they were attempting is noble. I think it's quite noble. But just getting here, and oh my gosh, the nose cone. Getting here was just a nightmare that I don't ever want to repeat. There's like little sliders on here too, you know what I mean? Like, this is nuts, dude. And the arms basically are all plugged in. Yeah, everything is so tight. Everything is so tight. I think I do need to get the nose cone to like dislodge. But I remember there's bits that are like forced onto here. Oh, that's scary. Yeah. Oh. This thing will test you, bruh. This thing will test you. Like, there's so many times, if not my obligations to my sponsor, TF Safari, like, there are several times where I want to take a hammer to this or like throw this against the wall, dude. Like, I don't typically wish ill on people. But like I said, I hope the designer of this takes a dump in his pants while he's at work, dude. I just hope he has a very, very bad day. Not life-threatening or anything like that. I don't want him to die or anything, but I just hope he has a very, very, very bad day. And then these guys disappeared. You know what I mean? They, after this release, they're just gone with the wind. They're just gone with the wind. And yeah, for what it's worth, like I said, the materials are decent enough. And like, even though I'm like fidgeting and stuff like that, like it's doing okay under duress, so to speak. And I think this bit folds up. Does it do that? Because there's another hinge in here as well. But I'm like, what? How did that all work, dude? And I'm trying to get some cues from this. It does look like it's a double fold. Or not, dude. Whatever, dude. I'll have to consult the manual in a second. I just want to like get everything dislodged. And yeah, how y'all doing? And this is the first thing that I'm doing in the morning with regard to a Transformer stuff, because I was like, you know what? I want to get the hard stuff out of the way. I want to get the hateful stuff out of the way, and then I could do something that I enjoy a little bit more. But yeah, I appreciate my sponsor, by the way, TF Safari, for sending me this, and in no way, in shape or form am I trying to sound ungrateful or anything like that. It's just that it's just that this is bad. Comically bad, dude. Comically bad. And I feel like I'm gonna have an easier time transforming this back to robot mode than it is helicopter mode. I will never, ever transform. Oh, okay. And there are little ball joints there, and then these pop off like quite regularly. In fact, one of them was popped off when I got it, and dude, you can just see how the legs are super duper sandwich fighter in here, dude. Crazy balls, right? I know. And then we just gotta split them. Yeah, you just gotta brute force and get in there, and oh, and you can see how spindly this thing is, bruh. This is like, why, Lord? Why, Lord? All right, well, that's it, fam. No, I'm just kidding. That's what I would like to say right now. But now it's a matter of like, I think I can reverse the legs, like reverse engineer them. What is it? By looking at the instructions, and I don't really remember how it's done, but dude, I wish I could just take off the rotors right now, because they're just annoying and getting in the way. Lots of stuff is just getting in the way. Yeah, fortunately, these are all done in die cast, so it's pretty reliable in terms of maintaining stability. All right, let's open up the instructions, because the legs, not that they were straightforward, but they were easier to understand. Yeah, bro, look at this thing. It has 53 steps, dude. That's nuts. The Leonardo one from Heat Boys, that one's even crazier, dude. That one's even crazier. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna help, real talk, now that I'm looking at this. I do remember, like, this spins around, this goes up. Oh, okay, that's one part, and then this part folds down, and then this toe. This is the easiest part, by the way. Okay, and the heel spur is very tight. It's very tight. It's not going to move anywhere. If you hear me like constantly laughing throughout this, it's just because like, I can't believe how ridiculously difficult and complicated and this thing is. How this thing is. Does this have a double hinge? Like, oh. Like, yeah, in terms of like where the stuff goes, there's so many like hinges. It's hard to do the guesswork on like, oh, okay, it's supposed to go over here, and then it's like, no, it's not, and you're just like, okay, no, it's not. Like, all of these bits will like fold down and stuff, dude. Like, I remember this bit will fold down, and it'll do something like that. And so I do remember that. So let me bend the legs down. All right, that's a little better. And yeah, that'll go like that. I believe. I want to say. Oh, and then the hips will also come up as well. And I don't think this does anything. But yeah, the hips will come up. So, like, I don't know. I don't know who thought of making this, you know? Who was like, let's do this, bro. This is my life ambition, to make this thing. It's like, yes. I don't even know where's the front, dude. You see what I'm saying, dude? This is like nuts. To go backwards on this is and I'm almost at the point where I'm just like, I think I'm just gonna cut away and try to figure this out. But because I feel like me just doing this, I'm just gonna be here for like an hour, just laughing under my breath, like still mystified at the difficulty involved. Oh, I do remember another part. You got to pull this out, which was really difficult. Oh, there we go. Yeah. And then I guess this comes down. Yeah, I guess that was it. All right, that was a big component. Oh. So you can see the tolerances, like they're good where they're good. But there's just a lot of bad. There's just a lot of bad. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then, like, do these spin around? Because these look like the front of the legs, right? And then so if it does spin around like this, then this bit probably wraps around here. And then the wings fold up by the... No? Looking at the picture, it says the wings fold up by the side. And then they flip around. Or not wings, the little missile cluster. Should have done this on a live, right? So at least I could talk to y'all and cry at the same time. I don't know if this is supposed to do this, but I'm just going to say that it does for now. Because it looks okay. It looks okay. It's believable. Oh, sorry. Let me get it back in the shot. I'm horrible at that, by the way. It's because you know where the camera lens is located, and so. Wait. How'd I get this over here, dude? Like that. Like that. Like that. Then, like, I mean, like that. I don't know. I'm like, dude, where's this from? Wild, right? Like, seriously, this is nuts, dude. And honestly, I don't... Is that supposed to go down there, dude? I'm just gonna say it does, dude, because that looks okay. And like, there's a lot of like tabs and slots, and while I'm appreciative of that, having too many of them, I'm just like, I don't know if it's actually supposed to slot or tab in there, or what's going on. And you know what? I'm just gonna say that this is how the lower half is made. I'll fix it in post, but yeah, dude, whatever, dude. For now, that's gonna work for us. For the time being, no, it's not actually. I'm actually looking at the robot now. So does this like spin or something, bro? Like, does this? Oh, that independently rotates. Okay. Okay. Word. I see it now. I don't know where this goes though, because it looks like the yellow is on the front. Then like, is this gonna bend down all the way here? Like, then if so, like, I have no clue where this would go. It actually looks like it's supposed to be on the back, which is throwing me off. Or like... At a certain point, I may just be like, dude, I'm just gonna fast forward this whole video. Yeah, bro, I don't know where these go. For now, I'm just gonna put them here. And we're gonna say these are the legs on the bottom. You can kind of see like the head coming together, right? I'm about to give up. 20 minutes of my life, at least 20 minutes, or at least right now, because, I've spent lots of other time off camera trying to do this stuff. it's about to hit that threshold where I'm like, I mean, like I feel that I'm like kind of close a little bit if I spend some more time, perhaps if I do it off camera. But generally, you can see where we're you can see where we're going, right? The legs have come out. Obviously, this needs to be cleaned up like a ton. But I don't think it's gonna help you or me. So I'm gonna do it off camera, and I can't make any promises, but I'll do what I can off camera, and I'll be back. Okay? Oh boy. All right, I think this is as close to as a final product as I can get, and I feel like I'm mostly there, if not all the way there. And so I am gonna give him his flowers, though. In terms of like how he looks, it cleans up as good as it can, especially for what you saw what it looked like in alt mode, right? And then now it turned into this thing, so that's pretty wild, right? His fists, they fall off pretty frequently for me. But I will say the plastic that they use is very, very durable, and the fingers are incredibly sharp, like potentially skin piercing sharp. So you do want to be careful about that. And I don't know, I almost feel like it's appropriate for a Predacon to have such sharp hands and fingers. And so, yeah, the arms, they have decent articulation, but there's a lot of flippity flappity things in the way. But of course, because of the way he transforms, yeah, you are going to get some really cool poses if you're willing to kind of like angle him and play with him. And I kind of am not, because you can see like these bits, they were a lot more secure when he arrived in a robot mode. But as a result of me kind of transforming him and fiddle-fuddling with him, he's gotten a lot looser. Admittedly, it was easier to transform him back into, see, this is supposed to go in this, there we go. Okay, actually, that's quite secure. I just need to be a little, oh, yeah, I take that back. The leg's actually securing quite well. These bits do like to fall out, and, yeah, admittedly, getting this back into robot mode was a lot easier. Than transforming him into alt mode. The way this transforms is really, really unique in that these rotors were stacked on top of each other, but there's a hinge over here, and it tabs in very securely. So there are a lot of great things about this. But anything great that it achieves, I feel like it almost, the transformation like negates it. And the spacing on everything is incredibly like tight. Like for instance, this has to plug like all the way in there, which is cool. It secures quite well. And only when you have it all the way in will you be able to tab this in. And this also tabs in to the lower. Okay, but I got to keep it tabbed in there. Due to the weight, because of the metal on the legs, like these are a little bit looser than I would like. But again, I will say this. Transforming him back into the robot mode, he's earned a lot more forgiveness from me. Getting him into helicopter mode is just an absolute nightmare. But I won't lie. Bringing him back into robot mode, even though, I was kind of like giggling and just kind of like, what's the word? Well, laughing under my breath, I guess, just kind of incredulously, so to speak. But following the instructions and also having this helped tremendously. And there were some bits where I kind of had fun, So yeah, kudos to where kudos are go, and kudos where kudos are due, I should say. And flowers to where flowers should go. He's not the worst thing in the world, but he's close to it. And in terms of, do these come up? No, I don't want to break them. But in terms of transformation, yeah, absolutely nightmare transformation. The worst thing I've ever transformed. I will never, ever, ever want to transform this again. I don't wish this upon anyone. But yeah, but I will say, I do think there is a place for this guy in someone's collection. I know some people like extremely difficult transformations, and if that is up your alley, I would recommend this guy. And if you are a fan of Waspinator and you like this kind of, I don't know, this take on him, this might be your guy. If you like helicopters, because he turns into a pretty convincing helicopter once you get all the bits in there, this might be your guy. But be forewarned, yeah, just there's a lot of caveats that I told you about. Worst transformation, fiddly, frustrating, But in terms of like what they envisioned, I think it was a cool vision. I think it was a cool dream, but ultimately I do think it turned into a nightmare. I know that was kind of cheeky. That was kind of lame, but what the heck is that noise? But all right, that's it. Thanks for watching, friends. Okay, have a nice day. Thanks for hanging in there.